Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone. Hello. This is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Enterprise for another episode of Masters of Orion. Alright, so before we get into this game, I would like to show you guys that we've added a couple mods to the game. I'm planning to not mod this game like crazy, because one, it's still my first playthrough, and I kind of want to enjoy it as much of a vanilla experience as possible. But I do remember from a playthrough that I did a while back. This is my first YouTube playthrough, but I have actually played this a few years ago, doing pretty much a full playthrough. But I didn't upload it or anything. And I do remember that the star bases were a little bit lackluster mid to late game. So I did find a mod called Advanced Defenses that kind of fixes this. It also does a couple other things that are really cool. First off, it adds more weapons to our base defenses. So as you can see, the space for weapons have increased on all of the base defenses. And it also increases the maximum amount of hit points for the outposts and the star bases to make it more challenging mid to late game. This also balances out the amount of armaments that it supplies to the star base, because apparently there's a couple of research upgrades that do not apply to late game star bases. Like for instance, shields. Like there's one where sometimes shields won't apply to the star bases, despite the fact that's kind of important for them. So it balances that out. It balances the weaponry out to make it more threatening to late game, and it also makes it to where the starbase won't spawn in the middle of the map if there's a nebula, so you can take advantage of the shield on your starbase. So a lot of really cool adjustments and whatnot for this little mod. So yeah, we're gonna be messing around with that. And then another mod that we're going to be playing with is called Planetary Core Engineering V2. And what this does is allows you to take volcanic and infernal planets, convert them to barren, so that you can actually terraform it and to an actual proper planet in late game. And then same thing, you can also take a barren planet and convert it into a lava or infernal planet if you so too desire. We'll have to research, I think, planetology in order to get the core stabilizer project, which allows us to make that transformation. So again, this is late game stuff, but I wanted to add that in because I didn't realize that you couldn't take volcano planets and make them normal if you didn't have a mod for it. So pretty cool. Anyways, let's get into the game. Alrighty. So I do want to give a shout out to Captain Quadros. He's been guiding me through with some hints and tricks throughout the series. And he did also remind me to keep an eye on this guy up here, because even though he can't really expand, he's still going to be a challenge. So, and as you can see, he's actually blockading me up here. Interesting. So we will probably have to build ourselves a military outpost up here and keep an eye, and probably bring, well, we can't really bring scouts because of this up here. But just have to keep an eye on him and make sure that his fleet doesn't get too big. And if we have to, we might have to attack him to reduce the size of his fleet to prevent him from trying to take over our area. So, and also keeping that in mind. Okay, we have 2 turns until the starbase is done. So we'll have this area nice and defended. And we brought you down here so we can blockade off this area down here from the pirates. And then we did actually get this. That's right, near the last of the episode. And so we're trying to grow Deheiser Gates. Indeed. And then I think the next thing I want is this little, well, we can't have that one, that's a low one. We could get this barren planet, even though it's not really that useful. We can't expand down here because of the giant space monster we have to kill. So this right here is our only option. Expand down in that direction and then probably build a Stargate there. Not Stargate, military outpost there. And we might be getting to the point where we might need another space one. So after we expand our fleet a little bit, let's build ourselves another space factory. At the moment, we're not doing too bad. We're just working on research and getting our military up so that we can do some scouting and keep working on research until we get this new wormhole technology and keep expanding. We want to try to take over most of the sector before the AI have the ability to go through these special wormhole gates. At least that's the plan. What are you? Oh, you're not what I wanted. What are you? Oh yeah, I don't know why I already forgot what I was building here. What should we build next? Could build marine barracks. Could build a fungal farm to help speed up growth on the planet. That's not a bad idea. We really need to get our economy going. In order to get our economy going, we need to grow the population. Okay. So we'll build that next. Victory chance is nothing. Oh, that's amazing. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I just wanted to deselect that guy. Alright, end our turn. Nothing else really going on. We got the starbase built on Karak. We can now hold 20 command units now. Fantastic. Get a couple of those going, and we might well, we could probably build a colony ship after that one. That'll be fine. Hopefully by then our growth will be looking pretty good. There we go. We can go ahead and purchase that to get that one jump started. Once that is completed, we'll bring this up here so the food can start growing. And Hagara has grown to population 9. Fantastic. Put you on research. Get that done. That going a little bit quicker. Deal. Go ahead and end our turn. Threatening fleet, which is the pirate fleet. Not worried about it. And you have now completed your project. We now have a defense post out over here. Fantastic. Next, I need you to move all the way up here so that we can get a defense post up here so that they have to go through. And they look like they're getting defensive. So they're starting to build more defense posts around because they can't really do much. They have a scout, a destroyer, and they do have a decent sized fleet here. Okay, we are going to have to watch them. So that might be our next target, actually, because it's going to be a while before we get a fleet large enough to kill this monster. But it is a pretty powerful monster. So let's go ahead and move our fleet back up there. Continue building all this. Oh, and you got your thing built. Fantastic. Yeah, let's keep focusing on getting the structures done. It's gonna put us in debt a little bit on this planet. But if we can get all of these structures done, then we can focus on growing the planet better. How are we doing on Karak? Are you making money? You are neutral. Fantastic. Sure. Cool. Another planet's been colonized. And our research is complete.
Heads up, Marshal.
Oh yeah, we wanted the soil enrichment facility because we have a lot of planets that aren't very well colonized. Wait! So we got
The
soil.
philosophers have gleaned a new insight.
They sure have. So the soil enrichment facility is now complete. We can put that on our planets to increase the amount of food each cell gives us by 1. And then the toxic processor, which allows us to clean up some pollution whenever we start making buildings that produce a lot of pollution. Okay, so next. Xeno relations probably wouldn't be a bad idea, so we can spy on the bug people. Private funding. It gives us advanced data center, which increases the research per cell. And then crust processing, which helps with poor and ultra poor produce more production. Okay. Neutron collider probably isn't a bad one either. I think right now we need to focus on growth. Which I think we've gotten everything for growth. See, before we make a decision on that, what are our levels? You are poor, and Karak is ultra rich. Okay, so you won't work on that one. What is this one down here? Abundant. Okay, so the poor one won't really benefit me that much, because a lot of the minerals we have on the planets I want aren't poor or ultra poor. Okay.
What is the will of the fiefdoms, Marshal?
The will of the fiefdoms say we need to spy on our enemies.
To victory!
Let's do that. Let's learn to be spies. Learn to be totally spies. I wonder if that would actually work in this universe. If spies are considered military units, we could actually make totally spies. If the spies are male units, then that won't work. We can only make Jerry that base. Alright, I want to take command just because I want to see how many weapons our outpost has. With the mod. The defenses mod. Battle at Karak. 1 pirate and 1 defending outpost that you can't see because it never shows in the cutscene for some reason. Ah yeah, see now it didn't spawn in the middle like it normally does, where it's would be covered in the nebula. Fantastic. You have 10 laser cannons, 10 nuclear missiles, and 3 neutron blasters. You have 62 defenses and 27 attack. Okay. Cool. You have 133 hull strength, 110 shields, and 300 defense bonus. I think we're only at 133 hull strength instead of 200 or whatever it's supposed to be because our tech isn't all the way up. But still, pretty cool. I like how we can actually see these stats too, like it's an actual ship now. And Doobie's Coke Jets. Not even a match. Alright, cool. So glad to see the mods working. And that is just a military outpost. That's not the space stations. That means this military outpost is going to be difficult to kill. Good to keep that in mind. Can we see what your value is in sensors now? No, we can't. Like, if I wanted to tell you guys to attack this... It won't tell us. Okay. Just curious. Okay. You get your fungal farm done in the next turn. Fantastic. I want you to build yourself a soil enrichment facility. That'll help you produce more population. I could build one on Higara, but I don't really need to. Produce any... No, you don't. Okay. Oh, no, no, I didn't mean to hit that button. I need you to focus primarily on building up the military. And you focus primarily on getting your food output going so you can grow a little bit better. Cool. Still not exactly growing fast, but once we get the soil enrichment facility, that should help out some. Not gonna help out much, but it'll help out a little bit. Hey, now you're at +3. You have 11 turns until you get that one done. So yeah, you frigate, I need you to get up here. Six, 7. I need to make a fleet strong enough to destroy that thing. Either strong enough to destroy that or strong enough to kill this, but I think killing the military outpost will be easier than wiping out the space monster. Fantastic, we got another frigate built. Get over there. And we are building another frigate, then a factory, colony ship, and then we could build a civilian ship. Maybe move it over here to grow this planet a little faster, but this planet's only going to grow to size 7, so I don't need to heavily invest in growing in that planet. But this one will be a size 14, so we can definitely do this one. But once we get all these facilities built, it should grow pretty quickly. It's gonna kill our economy until it gets better, but it should grow pretty quickly. I think I might still invest in a civilian transport. Put that in front of Q because it only takes 3 turns. And then we'll send that one down to Theheiser Gate. Hope it grow a little better. Research complete. Fantastic.
The philosophers have gleaned a new insight.
Hey, we can now have bonus security, and we can now spy on other empires once we get this ability complete. And this unlocks embassy treaty, so we can start becoming friends with other empires as well. Fantastic. Global DNA scanner. Troop transport. Okay, this is what we're gonna need in order to take over those pirate planets. What else do we have? We have electronics, which gives us laser can modifications, and electronic computer, which is what I'll need to help improve our beam technology. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this.
For the glory of the fiefdoms.
Since we're gonna need more damage output to take down these structures. Hello, bug people.
We greet you.
I am so glad you greet us.
We are listening.
Will you accept our embassy? For now.
The Hive does not covet. We ask only a fair trade.
One credit payment for the embassy. Okay, so this will allow us to have other treaty. I need to... Hang on, before we actually decide this, I need to make sure if this would actually be worth it. Because if we make them friends, then I won't have to worry too much about them until their military gets too strong. Ooh, hello there. Space dragon. Interesting. But I also don't want them to go to war with us, so I can focus on taking over this entire area down here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get an embassy with them.
We greet you.
I'm glad you greet us.
The hive does not.
I'll take your
We have
It'll take your $1 $1 a year tribute. I think it goes for 12 years. Okay, so we now have an embassy with the Kraken. Fantastic. There's no threatening fleet. It's just a pirate ship. They'll keep attacking us until we raid their planet. Okay. So that's settled. Building another frigate. Cool. Someone else colonized the planet back here. Woohoo, this team now has... Well, they have 3. One's a pirate fleet. 2 of them's a pirate fleet, I think. Alright, you go in this direction. Do we ever actually need another spaceship? I don't think we do. I don't think we're busy enough to really need to, not spaceships. These are all spaceships. 2 of the, I forgot what you guys are called. The things that make the space defenses. Oh boy, fantastic. Get that built. Starting generating an income. Be great. We will auto-resolve because our station can definitely handle one little pirate ship. I wonder if there's a mod to make the pirates harder, so I don't just spam 1 unit at you all the time. Sure there is. There we are. Space Factory is what you're called. I want you to build me a military outpost. Thank you. And then you protect them while he's building the outpost. Same thing with you. Just protect them. Not too bad. Okay, let everyone move. Now that you are producing some food. Yeah, we can have you focus on food. Help grow the population better. Right. Sorry about the barking, guys. Our dogs see something outside. They are watchdogs, after all. They like watching and barking at things that they don't notice. Alright. We're just gonna wait 2 turns. I'm not gonna waste my money on buying a civilian transport. You got quite some time until you're done. Once you're done with that, we'll build a revenue service. We don't, well, You don't really get large enough to really take advantage of it. Military barracks? Help with morale? And we can also build a spy center. Help with security. Or we can start investing more in frigates. And destroyers. Help build up the military. I think that's the next thing we're gonna do. Okay. And there's nothing really to do. Now for another turn. Let's go ahead and end our turn. There we go. You, I want you to go down here. Do that planet and we will unload you. I want electronic computers.
The philosophers have gleaned a new insight.
Fantastic. Now we have laser can modifications, and we have electronic computer that helps our weapon accuracy, energy weapon accuracy, which we specialize in. So let's see what kind of updates we would get. You would get the computer, and that's about it. Just a straight up upgrade. It's a better beam attack, since we do more damage, which will help increase our damage output of our ships. Fantastic. What about the destroyers? Destroyers pretty much the same exact thing. Oh, it's because the electronic computer doesn't require any hull space. Ah. Fantastic. More beam attack. Requires a little bit more production to produce it. And a little bit more overall damage. Yes. Cool.
What is the will of the fiefdoms, Marshal?
The will of the fiefdoms would like shrink missiles and newer missiles. Not a bad idea. We can also get fusion so that we can jump more and have better speed in combat. Which hasn't really been a problem, but we haven't been in combat that much. Also get neutron physics, increases the size of cannons, get the neutron collider, which will help with production. Mass driver, a neutron rifle. Okay, that increases ground marines by 10%. We will be taking over some pirate planets, so that's probably not a bad idea. Then military transport and then troop transport. Or not military transport, global DNA scanner. We don't exactly need the ability to take over planets yet. It's still a little bit early for that. Neutron collider. Actually, this is good for any planet. We have a lot of planets that have a lot of slots for production. This also gives a lot of maintenance. This allows us to put more weapons on our ships, making them more powerful. This allows us to put more missiles on our ships. Let's go with fusion drive. Make our ships faster. There's a lot of space that we've been moving back and forth with. You protect that area. Protect it with your life. With all of your life. You're on your way down there. Yagara is making its colony ship now, so that we can take over this planet. And then after that, we'll need to start getting Marines so that we can start taking over this area. Okay. Not a whole lot going on, so we'll probably be skipping in the next couple turns.
Welcome
Oh,
to GNN.
hello, GNN.
A wealthy merchant has contributed a large sum to the Elerian Dominion. And now the state of the galaxy. Current ranking of space fleet strengths.
Oh, okay. That guy has a lot of power. And he's the one that's up here. Most of that is because of... yeah, of all the ships. I think he's actually maxed out. I think his fleet is as large as it gets until he gets more planets. Or until he upgrades his space stations. Also, yeah, we got a huge donation. Holy crap. Over 400 BC right now. Fantastic. Fantastic. I think it's because I was thinking BC for like before Christ, and my brain was like adding like Christ and fantastic together. Instead of billion credits, which I think is what it actually represents. So someone donated like 200 billion credits. Jeez, what kind of multi-billionaire people do we have on Higara or Karak? It was probably the Galatian. Anyways, threatening fleet. You're not very threatening. You are now doing your next ship. Fantastic. You got your soil enrichment, so now you are producing a little bit more food, which is going to help the population grow a little bit better. And honestly, we don't really need to rush you anymore. We can have you focus a little bit more on research. Because getting this done isn't a priority. It's just something for that planet to do while it waits to, for more things to do. You're doing pretty good. You're about to get your growth again, so you can start growing faster. You'll drop as soon as that one gets done. Hey, no, I don't want to upgrade you. I want to use you. I put the population on here, so now we have 2 population on Theheiser Gate. Fantastic. Now it'll start growing at a decent pace. Cool. You'll actually grow pretty quickly once we get all your upgrades on. In Karak, you're still doing good. You're helping to improve the military. And eventually we'll get it big enough so maybe we can go up here and fight these before, I really do want to fight these guys. I don't know if going friendly with them is going to be the best decision, but we'll see. It's 284 credits, 9 troops, 9 population, 3 fleets. If I can wipe them out quickly and take over their territory, then I will be the only faction that's on this side of the galaxy until we figure out how to get through these wormholes. But with my mod on to make the space stations harder, this is going to be a tough place to take over. Oh cool, we can actually see the production and everything. I did not know we could do this. Wow, you're building a lot. Plus 16. Holy crap. Building... You keep building colony ships even though you can't do anything. That's funny. AI not smartest.
The philosophers have gleaned a new insight.
Alright, we got fusion drives, which means we can now upgrade our engines with better ones, which improves our combat speed, our beam defense, because of our combat speed probably, and our travel speed, so more defenses. Let's see, for you actually have to lose one of your neutron beams to upgrade yours. So you're going to lose a lot of attack for more defense. Because we're increasing our defense, I would actually reduce the point defense system more. There we go. Yeah, reduce it by 1. Because you're going to make up the defenses by your improved speed and maneuverability. There we go. Cool. You actually have room for more weapons. Maybe. Maybe more point defense? Yeah, you can have more point defenses. Fantastic.
What is the will of the fiefdoms, Marshal?
The fiefdoms. Oh, proton torpedoes. Interesting, interesting. Modular manipulation. Reduces the size of missiles. Fusion weapons. We have fusion beams. Okay. And fusion bombs. Sorry about that. That one crept up on me. It's probably time to start getting troop transports. Yeah.
To victory!
That way we can start getting ready to, fight the pirates. As we slowly grow our fleet. Bye, pirate. Carrick Prime has grown. Cool, Carrick is getting bigger. Carrick has a pretty good amount of production, too. For a size 4. You are making no money whatsoever right now. Well, the building upkeeps. Yeah, I guess for now we'll keep you on production. Although, like I said, production's not really a priority right now. Because I'm using my fleet more or less for defense, not offense. Okay. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Another colony over here that's been colonized by the other players. Another threatening fleet detected. Yeah, there's got to be a mod that allows the pirates to have a larger fleets. I'm sure there is. Alright, that one is now complete. So Space Factory, I'll bring you over here for now. And then our fleet, I want to bring our fleet over here. So that once our colony ship is available, we can get this area down here colonized and get this sector secured. We'll let a couple more turns go by before I buy that colony ship. How are you doing? You're doing great. You got 2 more turns until your biosphere is completed, which means you'll start producing research and you'll have a little bit more food coming in. You'll be at +5. You're doing pretty darn good for a tundra. Not gonna lie. Auto-resolve the combat. We don't want to watch pirate fights. Ooh. Ground combat rating and disposition. Another leader. I don't think we're quite ready for a bunch of leaders yet. We're still kind of growing our economy, and I don't want to waste all of our income on paying leaders, so we're going to go ahead and reject that one. We're not quite at the point in the game where we desperately need leaders. But speaking of leaders, we do have one. I kind of want to just check you out. You help with security. It's the only thing you help with. Oh, and I guess once we get that colony thing built, we need to build a spy center. 'Cause I believe once we get a spy center built, we can start getting agents. Yeah. And we can really start seeing what this guy is up to, or what the other AI are up to. Actually, the only one we can see is him, because he's the only one we contacted. We'll wait one more turn, and then we'll buy that. Yeah, there we go. Destroyer is now complete, and Biosphere is complete on Sennheiser Gate. Fantastic, +5. Yeah, growing pretty nice. Growing at a pretty good pace. And you are now complete, so I want you to go over here and eventually go down and secure that area. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oop, another colony. Oh, that's not a colony.
Welcome to
Oh my.
GNN.
Confusion sweeps across the galaxy as reports of Antaran sightings have now been confirmed by independent survivors.
It seems that the vicious and ill-tempered old race has managed to escape from their ancestral prison
Oh
in
my.
an unknown pocket dimension, and are expected to continue to terrorize the galaxy in the foreseeable future.
We'll update this information as hostilities escalate from these initial skirmishes to what we can only assume will be an all-out invasion, resulting in the extinction of all other sentient life in the galaxy.
Stay tuned for more news!
Okay. Antarians are coming to kill us. Fantastic. What do they have? A cruiser, 2 destroyers, and 2 frigates. They're coming straight for Antar. Oh, I wish I could watch this battle. They have 3 frigates, and I'm assuming they have a... yeah. They have a space station. Okay. Cool. This is not my side of the galaxy. Good to know those events are happening. Anywho, we have a fleet that needs orders. It's the colony ship. Needs to go down here and colonize that planet. And you just protect that asteroid. Protect it with your life. It's now your sacred duty as a industrial construction worker. Okay. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 more turns until that battle happens. I do wish there was a way we could see it. But oh well. We'll worry about that when the time comes. And military tactics is complete. Alright. Fantastic.
The philosophers have gleaned a new insight.
Now we can build troop transports, and we have a global DNA scanner we can use. Next up on the research list, let's do modular manipulation. I know how to speak words.
Onwards.
And then we'll do fusion weapons. Well, weapons aren't really a problem, but it would be nice to get an upgrade. New ship design has been discovered. Yay! That's the troop transport, which we could go ahead and queue that. Now allow us to put Marines on the troop transport, and we can use that to invade Centurious Prime and get the pirates to stop attacking us all the time. Then we could do the same thing down here with this one. Hey, the annual tribute to the Klaken has expired. Fantastic, so we got that 1 credit back. Oh, glorious. Arak, how are you doing? Still doing good? Still growing nicely. Yeah, that's why your production's so good. You have ultra-rich minerals. Honestly, the Karak is a small desert planet with tons of minerals. It kind of fits Karak pretty well. Here we go, and let us colonize. Galileo Prime. Fantastic. South Parody. That's a pretty barren world. Okay, this system has been renamed the Angel Moon. Kinda looks like it from Homeworld. Anyways, you need to focus on production, build your automated factory, hydroponics farm, biosphere, fungal farm, and then your soil enrichment facility. Although again, the soil enrichment facility isn't really worked out well on a barren planet, because we only get three ones. So it's only going to improve the food production of the planet by 3 if we use all 3 slots. So instead, we will put a research facility on it. Okay. Fleet needs new orders. You guys guard that area. Make sure that the pirates cannot come up in this area. Well, oh yeah, that's right. You need to make your way down here, because you have to build a defense post. At least until we get rid of this one. Okay. We now have 4 planets. We are doing pretty well. You have 6 frigates, and a destroyer, and 5 colony ships. Or 4 colony ships. You would have a lot of population on your planet right now if you didn't have that many colony ships. And it's in their turn again. Nothing really going on. Got a research done. Fantastic.
The philosophers have gleaned a new insight.
So we now have reduced space and reduced construction costs on nuclear missiles. Fantastic. So with that, we also got a new missile system. Okay, so let's see what the differences between these two are. The second missile system that costs more, has less cooldown, does 25 damage compared to 20, 10 armor piercing, and the warhead has 3.5 HP instead of 2, which means it's harder to shoot down. So yeah, it's a no-brainer upgrade. Increase our damage by 2, our average DPS by 2.5, and it costs more on construction points. Heal, and then the same thing with this one. I don't really need to see it because I just, saw the upgrade. So again, more attack, more average DPS, more construction costs. Cool.
What is the will of the fiefdoms, Marshal?
Let's see, genetic engineering. This will help population grow faster. Okay, so genetic engineering will drastically help improve our population growth, which we have 4 planets, and 3 of them are kind of slowly growing. That's not a bad idea. Advanced engineering will give us cruiser hulls. Good. And titanium armor, which will help improve the overall health of everything, including our space stations. And missile modifications for the Merculit missile. Very good. Alien philosophy. Attempt to formulate deals that are more appealing. Normally boost the effectiveness of your dealings with every other race. Okay, so it helps diplomacy. Alien management system. Center. Alien population of a occupied colony, improving the assimilation rate. Assimilation rate, I think, is actually what that word is. It's good genetic engineering. That seems to be the most beneficial for right now. Help grow these planets that are very small. Alright, you get up here. And defend. You... Nope, you have one more turn. Okay. Now we're kind of waiting to get our spice center and our troop transport built. Also... There we go. I think the new guy went to have research for some reason. Instead of the other way around. So you can have 13 population. Yeah, that's still fine. You got 12 turns till you grow. You got 5 turns till you grow. And you have a really long time because I need to build the building so you can produce things faster.
And now...
Ooh, more DNN news. Getting a lot of news today.
This crushing defeat comes as a real kick in the shin equivalent of Alkari physiology, who were otherwise noted as doing just fine this quarter.
Okay. So the Antarian fleet actually won their match. Or did they lose? No, they won. They won against the battle above that planet. Okay. Not scary at all. Definitely not scary at all. Then again, I think they fled. Smart. AI actually doing something smart. Okay, and construct me a military outpost, please. Thank you. Let's end our turn. Auto-resolve this because it's one pirate versus a level 7 military outpost. Yeah, I love how it's actually updating everything. It has new missiles and everything now. Okay, you got one more turn until the spy center is complete.
We would have you weave a union with the Klakon.
The Klakon? Well, for the benefactor of the Klakon, we give this to you with the Hive's gratitude. You're just gonna give me an ECM jammer? I feel guilty wanting to kill you. Okay, I'll take your jammer. Thank you. I'll appreciate it. Our spy center is now complete. Now I believe we can start working on spy stuff. So first off, we need to train an agent, which will take 8 turns, and then we can start infiltrating other factions and getting information on them. Cool. Cool. So far, I think we're doing pretty good. We have 4 planets. We're getting ready to fight this pirate base here. Maybe possibly take it over if it's worth it. And then we need to fight this pirate base back here, and then we will not have to worry about pirates on this entire map, and then start taking over some of these planets as well. Like this one we could probably take over. Mantar 2. Mantar Prime we can't really take over because it's a volcanic planet. But yeah, that's the only one we're really going to be able to take over. And then on this one, we could take over that one. So that's 2 planets. I definitely want the Gaia planet over here, if we can destroy the space monster. So that's 3. And then there might be one in here that we can take over. There's 4. And I think we can definitely take over this one. So there's like 5 potential planets that we can still take over and grow our entire military. And then decide what we want to do. Do we want to keep building up our defenses until we can go through these warp points, which will require a certain research? Or do we want to maybe wipe out these guys up here, even though I kind of feel bad about having that idea since they just gave us free technology for no reason. So maybe they were preparing us to fight the pirates. I don't know. And maybe they're afraid of the Antarians showing up. So like, here, use this technology. You might need it. But we'll figure it out. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Please leave a like if you do. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. And I will check you guys out in the next video. Until then. This is Captain Soban signing out.
The Faker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.